Hey, it's Chris Munch here, and I'm going to jump right in to talk about this new AI method which generates the most powerful sales content for more sales in literally just a matter of seconds. So you're going to really enjoy this. So before we jump in, I'll just give you a brief overview of what we're going to cover. So it's ChatGPT's birthday. So it's just been about a year since ChatGPT went live, went public. So we'll have a little review of that and see how that's working out for most of you. Also talk about this most powerful type of content to drive sales and conversions, and a promising new AI tool which helps you, right, with this particular process. There's a few different things to make this happen, so you'd be quite interested in this. It's nothing that I think anyone has seen before, and it's a new one for me, like just literally in the past couple of weeks when I came across this. And it's going to allow you as well not only to make more money from clients and get more clients, but also to upsell more clients at the same time. Okay, and so how AI has failed up to this point, right? So it's ChatGPT's 1 year anniversary, and we were all super excited about the massive potential, because you see ChatGPT writing away as if it can write like a human, passing exams, all of this stuff. But the reality is, when you try and use it in business, it's actually very tedious and inconsistent. So you might be hearing about this more and more, that people are actually now very frustrated because actually trying to make money with it is difficult. And most people are teaching how to use it in a way that looks impressive, right? But actually when you go out there in the real world, it's just very tedious. What it's really producing doesn't get you the result that you're looking for. So what actually works, right, is having an expert workflow, right? So something that's tried and true, right? Some proven system, okay? And that will beat AI every single time. So someone just trying to use AI and not really knowing what they're doing, they don't have experience, they're going to be beaten by someone who's not using AI, right? Who's got an expert workflow and system and just rinse and repeats that every day. But if you combine the two, right? And so you take this expert workflow and system and bring it into AI, and then actually implement that on a regular basis, then it's going to be way more powerful. Got to watch out for the echo chamber of spam, because AI kind of just out the box, it doesn't work so well. It doesn't have unique data. It's just doing the same as what everybody else is doing. So unless you get your own expert workflow, unless you can find a way to drive in unique data, then you're going to be left behind. You have to think about this stuff and think about what's going on in the bigger picture. It sounds amazing that you can produce all this stuff super easy, but if it's just the same or worse than everyone else, it's not going to work. Okay, and of course you want this to be connected to cash, right? So the stuff that AI does should be driving you traffic or sales in some way. Otherwise it's just a toy. So you actually have to have all this stuff and actually use it. And the reason why I got a picture here is it's just like exercise equipment, right? Could be powerful, could really help you, but if you don't actually step on it and use it, it's not going to work. So we managed to make it work by creating and using our expert workflows that we generated, and done over many years, combined it with AI, combined and found ways to add in unique data and get this working in as little as one click. And it's worked for us in various different capacities. And so I've talked about some of these through the year, and today we'll be talking about a new one, because every single day I'm seeing new workflows, new tools, a lot of hype around AI. But like I said, when you get into it, most of it just doesn't really work in the real world. So I ignore hundreds of stuff that comes my way, right, on a weekly basis. Okay, but something's caught my attention here, and it's related to what I would consider one of the, or if the most powerful type of content for conversions. Okay, type in the chat if you know what's the most powerful type of content for conversions, right? And I can see straight away, if some of you have been following my stuff, you're saying like blog content, informational content, or you like review content and that sort of thing. So they're all good, they all bring traffic, they all bring sales, but there's one kind of pinnacle piece of content which turns people from kind of being doubters, from being unsure if they want to buy the product, and gets them very excited and gets them to take that step forward. Okay, right? Okay, I haven't seen anyone with it yet, but it's actually case studies, right? So case studies is what makes the difference, like the before and after photos. Okay, it's often in that format, but really just showing the results that you or a business or your client has got for other people. We make a ton of sales because we're able to show stories of people that work with us and get really amazing results, right? And we also help our clients, if they can present a case study, then that's going to massively increase their conversions, okay? But creating case studies is hard. We had a challenge a few years back. We hadn't really put a lot of effort into creating good case studies. And so when we were trying to close deals at say 5K a month, 10K per month, people would say, hey, we want to see a case study. We want to look at something. And you can challenge that, but having a story or a case study on hand really helps. And so we boosted sales at Amplified by putting together case studies, but it was a hard process. It's like we couldn't get this to work on autopilot within our team. Things would get lost along the way. We'd have to go to a client and interview them and get the results and then bring that back and send it to the writer. And so there were lots and lots of steps involved in this. And then actually doing it for another business, let's say we had a client and we wanted to help them put a case study together. So let's say we had a kitchen manufacturer. They wanted to show the beautiful kitchens that they made. That means they've got to send us information. They've got to show us what they've built and send that through. And just send someone through this information, and it's quite hard to make that happen because of all the back and forth interaction. So it's just tedious, right? And slow, not scalable, and hard, right? And so these case studies, they are extremely powerful, but they often take a huge amount of time to put together. They're difficult to get businesses to provide info, right, that you might need. They require a solid presentation of the case study so they look good, so people understand them. Okay, you have to know when and how to use them in the sales process. Okay, you have to know all of those little details, and you need a solid process for making this happen so that you get more and more of them over time. Okay, and then of course you need to match the right case study with the right person. So if someone's a kitchen manufacturer, they probably want to see cases where you've grown another kitchen manufacturer, right? If someone, right, is looking to say lose weight, they'll be looking for an example which is more similar to them. So all of these different nuances and these different details make this whole thing a little tricky, okay? But fortunately, right, I've seen a new AI technology with an incredible workflow where it pulls in custom data about the business, okay? And then it's able to actually create these case studies, solve all of these different problems, and then increase the sales for the business. And so setting this up for the business is a quick thing to do, and then it's generating like case studies into like allowing people to actually talk, right, on the website, like use a chat and find out about these case studies and to be shown them, right? So it's just incredibly powerful, and it just works in an incredible way where it's got something which already works, something which you would already do, right, with people, right? So for example, I know someone who has taken a chat type business, right? So let's say it's for handymen, right? So you just like general, like, DIY fixes, okay? So they're the type of clients, they do their own DIY at people's houses, fix equipment, okay? That sort of thing, okay? And so that's the industry. He's doing well into 7 figures, possibly 8 figures per year. And all he does is set up live chat. Okay, but he has a human team which does this, right? This live chat with people on their websites, giving them the right info, giving them the right case studies, and then booking them in, right, as customers. Okay, so this is something that's incredibly powerful, right? Where you can, in one niche, you could take this idea to 7 figures, 100% for sure. Okay, because I've seen this done manually. So imagine now if you're able to do the same type of thing where you're combining chat, case studies, a sales process that you can implement in a business very, very quickly, right? And then that business is going to be making more money and making more sales, and you can charge for that on an ongoing basis. Okay, so it's solving a major problem, because if you do have clients, you'll probably find that a lot of their websites don't convert very well. So even if you send them traffic, right, it might not work out for them so well anyway, just because their website's not great. So this is another service that you can sell them, right? And you're going to see how this all comes together so that you'll get more clients, and then you can upsell amps after this because they're going to want more traffic, because then they're making more sales, right? So this is a new way to get amp clients, a new way to upsell existing clients, or just to bring them in the first place, okay? And essentially you are providing almost like a sales, marketing, and lead generation team for these businesses. And of course you can apply the same model for your own website, okay? So I'm going to bring in a couple of people here who are going to share this with you, okay? So I've got Barry on the line here, who's going to take over, introduce all of this to you, and then we'll be having a demo of this as well so you can see how it all works. All right, so Barry, please take it away.
Thank you so much for that introduction. That's very kind of you. Guys, if you can hear me loud and clear, just write in the chat box, clear, C-L-E-A-R. Let me just make sure you can hear me loud and clear. Wow, I can see so many people here. This is super exciting. Anyway, let me just take a swig of water and let's get started. Welcome, everyone. We are live and we are about to do the impossible. The impossible today becomes possible. We are about to take over the entire marketing, sales, traffic, conversions, processes, better than any human team for any industry, in any language, for any business, at any time, in under 30 seconds. And we mean every single word of that. And I'm joined by the legend, the man that has made this possible, Mr. Itamar Shafir. Welcome, Itamar. I think...
Hey, Barry.
Hello, Itamar. Sorry, what an introduction that was. I didn't even hear your voice there. I was just going to say, Itamar, before we hear from you, I was just going to say, I think that this is literally, in 15 years, we're going to have a reaction like I don't think we have ever seen before. And anyway, let's hear from you. Good to hear your voice again, Itamar.
Yeah, thank you. And hi, everybody. I'm so excited to do this today. I know Barry started with some outlandish statements, but this is going to be really what's going to happen. In 30 seconds, we can take over the entire marketing for a small business. Actually, not just a small business. This is something that I've been wanting to do for more than a decade. I've worked on it in previous companies, autonomous marketing agencies, and it's coming into fruition today. I think you guys are going to be really excited.
Before we get started, just so you understand what Itamar's saying, he actually 10 years ago tried to create something like this. He created a startup, ended up in exiting his startup, which is how him and I actually met. It was literally a couple of months before his exit that we met. And I sort of laid the seeds. I said, Itamar, would you have that juicy exit? You know, there's a big future for you. We need to talk. Anyway, it took him a few more than a few months to get back to me. But he ended up in our office. We had a conversation. And that's when our relationship really began. And it started with autonomous marketing. But what you created 10 years, Itamar, ago, you could not have fathomed or imagined that what we're about to release today is literally, it is the dream that you had, that there was no way you could have fulfilled 10 years ago. But that dream literally today becomes a reality, and our members are going to be at the very forefront of it. Is that a fair reflection of what's about to happen?
Completely. The technology was just not there to do really what we wanted to do, A to Z. It was impressive back for that day, but this is something else altogether.
All right. So Itamar, who knows about exits and knows about what it is that the market most wants. Well, I wouldn't just say he's done it again. Literally, you are alone with this technology, which we're about to share with you. And we're about to take over the entire business world. Guys, if you are ready to get started, just give me a big ring. I'm going to wait for 990 yeses. Itamar, just one final question before we do get started. We're talking about taking over an entire market. How big is the market that we are talking about? And then we're going to get started right away.
So guys, I think most of Umbrella and RS members already know that the small business local marketing market is about $70 billion in the US, but we're talking internationally now. So imagine any language. We know we have a lot of friends from Australia. We have a lot of friends from New Zealand, from England. We have a lot of friends from even Eastern and Western Europe and other countries. We have a lot of people in the US that are going niche with Spanish markets, the Latino market. Guys, it's going to be 10 times bigger because you have endless options right now with what we're going to put in your hands.
Awesome. So I can see everyone is ready. Itamar, it looks like you are revved up because this has taken 10 years to get to the point where we are today. Guys, we're going to get started right away. Let's just start off by asking you a very simple question. Have you heard of Saachi and Saachi? You probably have heard of them. I can see most people have heard of them. They are a legendary group of marketers, branding experts that are running marketing campaigns for the biggest companies in the entire world. Well, they've got a slogan, and I want you to remember Saachi and Saachi. They got a slogan that says, "We like doing impossible things, and we think you will too." Remember that, because Saachi and Saachi, They talk about doing the impossible and doing impossible things. Well, today, every member of RS and Umbrella is about to do a Saachi. Today, we invite you to do the impossible. And impossible, as Adidas says, is nothing, because impossible today will be possible. Yes, we're about to take over the marketing, sales, conversions, traffic process for any business, anywhere in the world, in any language, in under 30 seconds. You're not going to have to train. You're not going to have to teach. You're not going to have to learn. You're not going to have to do. It's just literally 30 seconds, and you are going to be able to help any business to take over all their processes. Yes, we mean any business in any industry, in any language, anywhere in the world, and it's going to take less than 30 seconds. Just a single line of code. Now, you're not just going to be able to do the impossible, but you're going to have businesses clamoring for what it is that you have. Thanks to the most powerful client getting tool Umbrella's ever shared, because we're going to allow businesses to experience the impossible without them even having to add a piece of code to their websites. So I'm asking you a very simple question right now. Are you ready to take over a multi-billion-dollar industry and achieve the impossible? Are you ready to do a Saachi? Write in the chat box S for Saachi if you are ready to do the impossible, because Umbrella as a community is about to do exactly that, and you're invited to take a pioneering role. I can see people are ready to do a Saachi, so I've got a request for you before we get into the meat and potatoes. Guys, throw out any website you like. Preferably a small business website, maybe a potential client or a client that you have, someone that you know that you would like us to showcase, so we can show you how we can do a Saachi in front of your eyes in under 30 seconds, and we'll take over their marketing, sales, conversions, and traffic, literally with one line of code, because we're going to be referring to this later. Itamar, if you can just go through all the various answers and grab 2 or 3 examples, okay?
I'm seeing already some amazing examples. Guys, if you can also focus on service businesses just for the sake of this example, that would really be helpful. Thank you.
Okay, let's keep on firing away, guys. I can see people sharing some great examples. Keep on firing away. We're going to showcase this in about 25 to 30 minutes from now. Okay, enough of introductions. It's time to get started, and let's do a Saachi. Guys, I want you to remember that. A Saachi. In fact, guys, if you are revved up for this, write in the chat box SAS for Saachi and Saachi, because every person here will do a Saachi. Okay, I can see it. Let's get started. Let's start from the beginning. The biggest reason why small businesses have an impossible task getting marketing, sales, and traffic results, the reason is very simple. It's because they lack, number one, expertise. And when I mean expertise, Itamar, I'm talking about a marketer's brain that's able to look at all the processes of the business, look at the interaction with clients, looking at what they do best, looking at the online presence, the offline presence, understanding the connections and the nodes between everything that's happening within and outside the business, i.e. to analyze it so that you can develop and manage marketing campaigns that are effective and are going to work. A marketer's brain, by the way, you can buy a marketer's brain, but you better be ready to invest a heck of a lot of money. So number one, businesses lack a marketer's brain. I want you to write down in the chat box the word brain. This is like the genius behind the business that sees everything that's going on, understands everything, and makes decisions based on the genius of what is going on and knowledge of how the business is acting, where they do best, what the clients are looking for, the prospects, what it takes to turn them into leads and then into appointments. It is that marketer's brain that's probably the number one issue that they are lacking. As my good friend Michael E. Gerber says, people spend too much time in their business. They don't have the time or the knowledge to work on their business. Itamar, any point about the marketer's brain you'd like to refer to?
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, the second part is a lack of time. And that is even if they had that marketer's brain, which 99% of them don't, there's a lot of work that's required in order to execute campaigns that are going to be effective. They need to create great content, winning content that's going to bring people into the website, ranking on search engines. That's work. That's an entire social media company. What type of work? Communicating with clients, interacting with them, seeing what's working, converting leads into prospects into leads and then into bookings, generating reviews, referrals, optimizing the campaigns, and analyzing the statistics and the user behavior in order to improve all of the above. Guys, that is not going to happen because of a lack of time. It's absolutely fruitless. They're not going to be able to do it. We all know, we've all experienced it, even in our own businesses. Itamar, you don't have the time to execute these things. I don't have the time to execute these things, even though perhaps we may have expertise. There's no way on Mother's Earth that we have the time to execute even a fraction of those things, and we know what we're doing. So imagine if you've got businesses that don't even know what they're doing, and for sure they're not going to have the time, even if they had an inkling of an understanding of what you and I understand. All right.
100%. You know, marketing, especially digital marketing today, is so fragmented, and you need to take care of so many things at the same time to create an holistic campaign experience that just SEO is, you know, an industry in of itself. Just social marketing is an industry in of itself. Just paid advertising is an expertise in an industry in of itself. And you want to bring all of them together in an agency like we do in Umbrella Local, but then have them all under a brain and have them in a consistent and holistic way, optimized and improved all the time.
So here goes, guys. There is a way to solve 1 and 2. It's by investing in a great company like a Saachi & Saachi that's going to go ahead and is going to become the marketing brain of that company and take care of all the different pieces that are required to build winning marketing campaigns and qualifying and turning prospects into leads and then into appointments. But my goodness, if you want to employ even just a regular agency, it could cost you 6 figures to do all the things that we mentioned. You want a Saachi & Saachi, it's going to cost you even more, many times more. So small businesses, even if they knew 1 and 2, just don't have the funds to invest, you know, the 6 figures or close to 6 figures to be able to achieve that. So let's go into a website so you can see exactly what I mean in terms of how small businesses are not succeeding with their marketing. So this is a company that we're going to refer to several times in today's presentation. They're called Creative Design and Build. They do remodeling for people's houses. You can see this is before we got involved with them. All they had was a picture, some text. If you were interested somehow in this company, you would have to either scroll down on this page and find a horrible generic form to fill out, or you'd have to give them a phone call. Their conversions, and they've been spending a ton of money on advertising, was around 1% or less. Guys, write in the chat box, horrible, if you agree that that is truly a terrible conversion. And this is not the way to entice and excite their prospects about what it is that they do. Right? Everyone here is saying this is absolutely horrible. So guys, let's just break this down. It's very simple what prospects want, right? And why it's not working for them. Does prospects want to know, can this company provide me with a solution to my needs? I.e., if I want a kitchen, can they provide me with what I want in my kitchen? Do they have examples of what they've done recently from prospects that I can relate to, that makes sense to me, that I can say, you know what? I love that. It really relates to what I want. It solves the solution that I want. And therefore, I'm more likely to say, yes, book me an appointment. Do they have video testimonials of real people that can share with me what it is, what this company really does, and their satisfaction with the company? So that's what prospects are looking for. But what did they get? And what do they get on 99% of businesses' websites? They get generic and bland content. It's not enticing. There's no brains behind the company. They're getting generic content that's not specific to their needs. So there's no reason for them to book an appointment for that kitchen remodeling that they want, for example. There's no interaction with someone that can feed them and answer their questions and direct them to what it is the business does and their expertise that they could be inspired by. And there's very little, if ever, any sort of follow-up with the lead that's going to convert them into an appointment. The result is that there is poor or very unsuccessful marketing efforts. There is not a good return on investment, and in many times it is completely negative. But guys, it makes sense, right? It absolutely makes sense. Because can a regular business really handle, can it really handle all the things that are needed that we mentioned in order to be able to achieve this? Do they have that brain in the middle, that orange brain in the middle that's able to look at all the processes, everything that's going on, and come up with winning campaigns? The answer is a big fat no. Can they have, and do they have the time, money, resources, the expertise to create quality content, case studies, effective blogs to entice people? Do they have content that's optimized for search engine optimization to generate traffic? Do they have social content generation and posting so they can get people interested in what it is that they have? Are they communicating with site visitors to convert them into leads and then hopefully into appointments? Do they have follow-up systems like email and SMS? Are they generating reviews that can generate instant results for the business? Do they have a referral program that can get happy clients to refer their friends and family? Are they attracting users to the website? Do they have the time to do that? And do they have the time, energy, and money of a marketing brain that can put all of this together? Right in the chat box, no way, if you understand why 99.90% of small businesses haven't got a chance. It's going to see if everyone's understands what is going on, what the big problem is. There is no marketing brain in the middle. They don't have the overview of all the processes. They don't have the time, the energy, and the money to do it. Everyone gets it. The answer is that this is mission impossible. Now, there are some fragmented solutions out there that can solve part of the problems, but they don't work holistically. They don't work together. You still need a team to manage them. You really need that marketing brain behind them, which means that it becomes even more complicated for businesses to get results. Let's look at some real examples, guys. Let's look at some fragmented, partial solutions that exist out there. And without the marketing brain and without all these solutions working together, the business simply cannot achieve what it is they need to achieve. Itamar, very briefly, what are the examples of the various softwares that cost to be able to run them that businesses haven't got a chance with?
Yeah, guys. So as you know, a lot of advancements were made with AI. And for us as marketers, that can save us time. But it's really not something that works autonomously or something that knows how to integrate together. But there are some solutions in the market. So website content has become much easier to produce right with AI, but you still need to write the prompts, and it's still costing you like $15 per blog. So it still has a large expense to it, but you can produce much more, but you still need to know what to do. So a copywriter can make a huge dent with this, but a small business owner really can't. Video testimonials, that's super important today. A lot of businesses need video testimonials, but still you need to contact your user, send them a link, set up a Zoom recording, then you record it, then you put it on the website. And now you can do it much faster with solutions like vocal video, but you still need to do the work. Then we have AI chatbots, which of course is super important, becoming very smart. But again, you need to train them. You need a huge knowledge base. You need to work with them on training. They don't learn very fast. And obviously, they don't really manage the rest of the tools in the marketing. They just know how to address the knowledge base. So let's say, for example, tomorrow you created a new case study and you didn't train the bot and you didn't add it to the knowledge base. The bot wouldn't know about it. It wouldn't add it to the knowledge base and wouldn't present it. So again, it's a good solution, but it's still standalone and it's still expensive. And then we have on-site project showcase, which is very important for a lot of service businesses. Kind of puts a very graphical, nice view of project that they do on the website, but you still need to feed it and upload things into it. It doesn't happen autonomously. It doesn't happen as part of your working day. And then we have a lot of automatic content generation for social marketing. For example, on the right, you see AI, LinkedIn writing and posting. But again, even just for AI, we're talking about $55 a month, and it's basically just for LinkedIn writing content, and it doesn't even post on your behalf. It's writing content as you go on through the website. So all these tools, so all these tools, Barry, are great, but they're for marketers who know what they do, and they're fragmented.
So there's two big issues that we're mentioning. Number one, it's extremely cumbersome, it's not holistic, and it's extremely expensive. Let's say you've just got a relatively small team of up to 5 seats that you need for these types of software. The tools that we just mentioned, the video testimonial cost you over $2,000 a year. The AI content creator would cost you $3,000. The chatbot over $4,000. The project showcase another $2,000. The social writing and posting on LI and on LinkedIn would be another $660. Review generation over $1,000. Totaling over $12,768, nearly $13,000 a year. But guys, we've already told you, even if you had all those pieces of software, it's useless without the marketing brain. The person, the one that understands how all these things stick together, integrate together, are holistically working together. So you'd have to integrate all these solutions into one stack, integrate and maintain them, and you need some fractional copywriter and marketer to try and get these systems to work together, you're going to spend at least $76,000 a year at the very least to get this going. So we're talking about overall with the software, that's nearly $89,000 or over $7,000 a month, totally out of the realm of small businesses. And even then, it's not holistically controlled. The data doesn't flow fully from system to system. You need at least 100 zaps just to get it to work together, which isn't exactly something you can rely upon. And you're paying a lot for a system that feels like it's been pulled together by duct tape. It's not going to work. Guys, we're facing the biggest problem that small businesses face in terms of growing their businesses. But as marketers, as people that can smell an opportunity, we are in love with these huge problems because huge problems provide us with huge opportunities. So I'm going to ask you a simple question. Who here is ready to do a Saachi? Would you like to be able to revolutionize the marketing, sales, traffic, conversions of every business in under 30 seconds in any country, in any language? Are you ready to do the impossible? DTI and do a Saachi. Write in the chat box DTI if you are ready to do a Saachi and take it all over. Guys, I'm waiting here for 900 DTIs because I'd like you now. We're going to do the impossible. Sit down, relax. We are going to do that impossible. Revolutionize marketing, sales, conversions, traffic, you name it. Every aspect, every process in under 30 seconds. I invite right now to our webinar. I'd like to invite both Yoni and I'd like to invite his father, Mike, the founders of the ultimate Saachi and Saachi machine and system that's going to do all that. Welcome the dynamic duo of Yoni and Mike to our very special training.
It's great being here, Barry.
Awesome. Okay, let's start from the very beginning, guys. We're seeing here a visualization of how Saachi is the autonomous marketer's brain of the business. It's learning about everything that the business does in lifetime, online and offline. Here's a visualization. Perhaps, Mike, you can start off and share what on earth is going on with these millions of nodes that we can see right now and associations on the screen.
You know, it's interesting you say that. In fact, this is a zoomed out version of what's really going on inside of the knowledge graph. There's many orders of a magnitude more nodes within each one of these nodes. So what we're looking at is a knowledge graph. It's very similar to a map or a neural network inside the brain of a human. And each node we're looking at here represents different business information that our AI Saachi learns, such as what we're seeing here are case studies and testimonials. And the connecting lines show the relationships between these pieces of information, sort of like connections inside the brain. So this graph serves as Saachi's learning tool, and it's equipping it with all the necessary information to really effectively represent the business. As Saachi learns more, it can better assist customers, very much like a human sales agent.
Okay, so this is insane. So Saachi basically is controlling all the execution arms of the business, analyzing what's going on, optimizing what's going on, learning on the job, figuring out how everything's connected, what's working within the business, and helping and directing and executing. So this is just a little graph of what's going on, guys. Pretty insane. So let's talk about the execution of what Saachi's actually doing. So number one, let's talk about the autonomous quality content that it's generating. Saachi is learning about what's going on inside the business, both offline and online, and creating the perfect content that's going to help and with traffic and with other things as well. So perhaps, Yoni, you can just share with us, how on earth does Saachi create this autonomous quality content?
For sure. Great question. It has to do with also what you're saying over here, that Saachi becomes your marketing brain, marketing and sales brain. The same way you want a smart guy to run your sales and marketing, that's Saachi for your business. It's not just doing this instantly, by the way, the second you start with Saachi, but it's also learning over time about the business. And I want to show you how that works and how Saachi creates awesome high quality content like you'd mentioned. So we have a mobile app, and businesses use this mobile app to teach Saachi about the work they do over time. So right now you're looking at a business down in San Diego, and they actually focus on kitchen remodels. This is actually the other services they do, but every time they finish any sort of a remodeling project, or even something more specific, they open up our app and they document it. The whole thing just takes less than a minute. First thing they're going to do is take some photos. Now, I'm doing this for you guys. So this is my computer screen over here. I'm taking some photos of some really good projects they actually did, by the way, but I'm using my computer because I'm not in San Diego following them around. But they would do this every time they finish any sort of project or anytime they're working on something, teaching Saachi about those things. Now, what's super cool is that Saachi learns by itself. It's using computer vision to understand what's in these photos. Here you can see it's a kitchen with wooden cabinets and stainless steel appliances. It knows that's what they did in this full remodel.
Wow.
It's looking at another photo. It's a modern kitchen with wooden cabinets and a sink. It's understanding, by the way, also what kind of sink it is. It's not saying it over here, but it knows also what kind of sink. Single basin, double basin, whatever it is. It's looking at the window. And if you show before and afters, it'll also know the differences. Now that that's done, we're giving it some more details. Now, because it's a kitchen remodel, Saachi knows what kind of questions to ask. So, for example, why did you want to remodel? So there was a damaged kitchen, wanted to improve the home value, and it was just a personal preference. There were some challenges. There's a challenge in the design plan, and we adjusted that design plan partway through. And these are all the cool things all the techniques we use. We put in custom cabinetry, etc. So they're filling this out very quickly, right? And they're actually training Saachi on this information on the field, helping it become an expert in the business and basically, again, run the sales and marketing for this business. They're giving us the customer name. And by the way, what you're seeing here is just one section of what the application does. We'll get back to this a little later. But this is basically the entire gist of it. This project took less than a month. They found us online. That's that. And this is, by the way, a more general way to do this. You can go very deep here. Elements, milestones, all these things.
And just to be clear, it's going to create a case study around this. And then it's going to start to distribute that content around the web and Google My Business and social media. But literally, guys, Saachi is going into the business in live time on the ground and is actually learning. The actual business owner, you don't need to train Saachi. It knows the questions to ask the business owner. The business owner just fills in, yes, this is what we're doing. Saachi's creating the most insane case study content that it can then distribute. And now that starts, guys, all this refers and helps the business generate a ton of traffic. So now let's talk about the autonomous content distribution, because it doesn't just, by the way, and when it's creating these case studies, it's putting it on blogs, it's creating posts, and this is creating amazing SEO traffic juice. It's creating keywords, hashtags. It's doing all autonomously. You don't really need to do a thing. So let's talk about the content distribution. What's going on over there, and how is this going to help generate a ton more traffic for the business?
Great question. So the Saachi learned about this project, but Saachi doesn't just keep this information for itself. It wants everyone else to also know about this project, and it wants to get you more traffic and more sales because of it. Because it knows that this business is good, and it wants everybody else to know that as well. So I want to show you what that looks like. Over here is this business's Google My Business, right? You search them, you find the Google My Business, and everybody knows that in order to get good rankings, get good traffic, you need to always be updating your Google My Business. So I want to show you this over here. When they finish this project, and if we switch the status from unpublished to done, it automatically posted this project to their Google My Business. So you can see this is fresh, 20 minutes ago. We scroll down here. It's a highly personalized, real-world case study. This isn't the kind of thing you create with ChatGPT. It's not generic. It is specific, just like you were to have an expert marketer following you around all day, writing about all the work you do. So it's describing the project, and it's also linking to it, creating a very, very useful backlink to also further increase their SEO. It's not just in the Google My Business. It's also on Instagram. It's on Twitter. It's on their Facebook. For example, here on your Facebook, you can actually see the project over here, right, with the description, what's going on. Jennifer, she entrusted them with her vision of elevating her damaged kitchen space, right? That's what we described. It shows all the photos, and it even uses captions that it automatically generated over here for that. So this happened, again, completely automatically, and it links to this content. And it's super powerful for creating backlinks. And also, by the way, videos that you document with the mobile app also become social media content. They become YouTube videos and TikTok videos and all those great things.
And all this is happening autonomously. And Saachi, the autonomous marketer's brain, is learning, because then, and we're going to see this now in action with the communication, it's then going to start to communicate with prospects, turning them into leads, booking appointments, and it's learning as it goes along. This content that I've created, said Saachi, is it working? Is it optimized enough? Do I need to change it a little bit? Do I need to rephrase it? Do I need to do different things to get more traffic, to have better conversions, and to be able to increase results for the business? So guys, this is autonomous. Write in the chat box the letter A if you are absolutely autonomously blown away. This is going absolutely berserk in the chat box. We're only just getting started, guys. So Saachi's learning, and now prospects, people are now flying to the website because we're generating traffic, and people going to the website. How, Yoni, does Saachi manage to turn all of the knowledge that it's picking up and creating and turn that into leads and then booking of appointments?
Oh yeah. But I want to speak one more point about SEO, if that's fine. Because it's one thing to be managing a social media presence, but it's a whole nother thing to be managing the website as well. And Saachi actually posts all this content onto the website. In this case, they're a home services company, right? So they have a project map over here. All the projects that they do, all the ones they document, creates really great location authority for them, which means that they're going to start showing up in the local rankings even more. And this all also, by the way, turns into high quality, specific projects. This is over here, right? And this is telling the entire story. And it's super personalized. Not even an expert marketer could write this if they were following the person around. It's talking about all the...
Yoni, I just have to say this is amazing. The minute I saw the image recognition and start captioning and Saachi actually understanding what it does and then creating all this SEO juice, this SEO juice is amazing. The backlinks from all the posts, the listing on the GMB, the case studies, the link siloing, this is phenomenal marketing. Really better than a human being.
Better than a team of human beings. So guys, let's translate this. All right, we're getting traffic, but now this is where I literally fell off my chair. It's now going to create autonomous communications with prospects and turn them into leads and appointments. Are you ready to show this in action, Yoni?
Absolutely, let's do this. Okay, so someone comes to the website, right? Now, how does this website normally convert traffic? Normally, two ways, right? They spend all this money on SEO, on social media, all these great things, but normally they rely on this phone number over here and this contact form. Because of that, if they get 2% conversions, they're lucky.
All the traffic we've been sending them was going through one of those two channels. And because of that, they lost 98% of their visitors to this. Not even an email, nothing. So Saachi, knowing everything about this business cold, uses its information now in order to sell every prospect and turn them into a customer on the website through engaging one-on-one conversations that you don't have to set up, you don't have to train, you don't have to program, nothing. It just works and it converts 10 times more people.
Insane.
Right now what it's doing is qualifying me.
Yeah.
Right? It wants to know if I want any home remodeling project. Now what's amazing about this, by the way, is that it's always testing. It always uses different words. It shows maybe slightly different case studies, slightly different methods, because it wants to know the most optimal way to kill it for this company. In this case, it's right now asking me what kind of home remodeling project I'm looking for. I can multi-select, but in this case, I'll just do a kitchen remodel. Make it simple. Now what Saachi's doing is it's showing me the most relevant Google review I need to see as someone who wants to remodel my kitchen with this company. Right? Speaking about them remodeling their kitchen, the entire experience, they did a fantastic job, etc.
Just make the screen slightly bigger. Just make the screen slightly bigger so we can all see it. People are going crazy here. Yeah, thank you.
And now it's showing the most relevant case study for this business. A full kitchen remodel they recently did, which, by the way, the entire case study is on this website as well, so they can look in further if they'd like. Now immediately, right, I've gone from a cold prospect on this website to expressing interest, engaging with them, seeing the best reviews and the best case studies in order to get me to buy. It's further qualifying me. By the way, it's fully conversational. I can type whatever I'd like to here, but I'll say I want a traditional design for my kitchen. Now, you're looking at this as a kitchen remodeler, but imagine it's an assisted living home, right? They're going to be showing events. They're going to be showing group dinners. They're going to be showing the rooms. Everything that would get you to buy, they're showing based off the conversation. And that's the brilliance of Saachi. It's showing now a traditional kitchen. And I think I'm ready to buy. And by the way, Saachi knows it's a high probability when I am ready to buy. And in this case, that means magically booking appointments, right? We said that 98% of people normally don't convert on this website. And the 2% that do, 80% of them don't actually become a booked appointment. They call, but that's about it. Here, Saachi is booking us on an appointment. It's not relying on any kind of appointment setter, on an assistant, as a secretary, a salesperson, nothing. Saachi is right now booking us on a real appointment on our calendar and this company's calendar right now within just a few moments of being on this website. And I'm so ready to buy because I've already seen the best case studies. I've seen the best reviews, and I know that they're exactly the right kind of business for me. So I'm giving it my information, by the way. And now I'm going to schedule it with a date and time. So I'll write next Monday. Right? And it knows what next Monday is. You don't have to tell it.
This is
smart.
amazing, Yoni. I'm absolutely blown away. Guys, just so you know, this communication tool from the marketer's brain that Saachi is using actually has endless permutations and is testing and A/B testing different conversations and different styles, baking leads in different ways to create different lead scoring to see what is the optimal, not just from a content perspective, but also from the actual content that it writes, and even from the joke it cracks at the beginning or the icebreaker. Absolutely insane.
And of course, in any language, anywhere in the world, guys. This is incredible. So it's actually then that appointment is integrated with the business, so the business knows, oh, I've got this appointment at certain place at certain time in a certain location. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it's so much more than that because they know exactly what they're coming in for. We have companies telling us, oh my God, you're giving us so much more information about the people who are booking with us. They're not just, it's not a form where they say, I need a maintenance issue, I need you to look at my kitchen. No, they're telling us exactly what they want done. Absolutely. They're expressing exactly what's wrong. Guys, and Saachi, by the way, is also recommending solutions, telling you what they could do. It's being creative. It knows exactly what needs to be heard, and the business is learning from this, and the customer. And both are more ready for the appointment.
Guys, this just gives a big A for autonomous. This is completely selling the prospect on an appointment autonomously. Absolutely crazy. We got more A's than Itamar's report cards. This is absolutely insane. He wishes. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's move on now to the next section because people are just absolutely blown away because it's not just communicating and creating leads and creating booked appointments, but it then follows up with clients and creates viral traffic sales. Paz, you can show, because this is absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about fast results and virality on steroids. What and how on earth is that happening?
I'm so excited to show you guys this. So we're going back to the mobile app right now, back to our recording over here. And last time I, put status done, we created all this great content, we're converting all these people. But there's a whole other element to this. At the end of every project that a company does, whenever they're engaging with a customer, whatever it is, they're just going to click this testimonial button. Now they can share it on SMS, email it, whatever it is, but this is what their customer is going to see, right? Jennifer's going to see this and she's just going to click a few buttons, right? And we know the hassle of getting reviews, of getting video testimonials, of referral programs. Everyone wants them. No one can do them. They're completely impractical. But here, with just a few buttons, Jennifer is just telling us how the experience was. And we already know about the project. We have all the photos. We have all the information. She doesn't have to remind us. We don't have to remind her nothing. She clicked Compose with AI, and now she has a whole review, AI-generated review. She can upload some photos, so we're going to do that for the fun of it. Back to my laptop screen over here. Right, I'm Jennifer. And that's it. She just created a review. But you know what? It's actually so much more than that. So much more than that, Barry. Because what's happening now is that she's actually, or at least me, I'm actually now in the referral program. But first I'm going to record a video testimonial. So, I have this whole testimonial, that's me, guys. And I'm actually now reading it live, and it becomes so much easier. Imagine chasing all your customers down for this. Now, the second you work with a business, you can give them this tool. And all the clients they have can get access to this immediately. All their customers. You can start getting video testimonials galore. Now that is done.
I love this so much. I can't stop.
Look at that. Look at this. Check this out, Itamar. It's now she's enrolled $100, right? It's at $100. Anyone she gets to, call this company, become a lead, she gets $100. She also has this website now. by the way. And it's not just the photos she uploaded, it's also the photos from the project, it's all the contacts from the project, everything. She can send this around. Someone asks her, anyone know a good kitchen remodeler? Anyone know who can help me work on my home? Bam, she sends this to them. Or she can post this immediately on her socials, right? She's incentivized to do so. Those are the social buttons over here, and it creates a post for their social media with this kind of information. And bam, she's sharing it with her friends. She can make some money. She's excited about the project that was done. She wants to show off the photos anyway. And it becomes an infinite loop of virality, which is just crazy. Now, I want to show you guys one thing real quick. Let's go back to that project, right? I'm going to go back to Project Map. I want to show you guys how, you guys maybe missed this earlier. This video is actually over here. It gets actually, the second she does it, it gets posted on to the Project Map later on. So all the projects actually feature these video testimonials, right? This isn't just some AI, mumbo jumbo. This is all truth. It's all great. It's all personalized. It's all real, and features testimonials and everything in order to drive your crazy inbound growth engine for these businesses that takes marketing teams and sales teams to normally do, and to do half of, if they're lucky.
Absolutely insane. Itamar, you're looking at this. I want a couple of sentences of somehow summarizing what on earth have we just seen? This is literally 10 years you've been dreaming for something like this. What have we just seen, and what is the ramification of this for our members?
I'm falling off my chair. Like, each section that was shown today is an agency in of itself. Just this content page of creating this content with SEO optimization and the images, following up with Jennifer, making her to creating a video, adding the video at the right place with the CS, then communicating about it. It's insane. But if we're talking about the entire thing, it's a full marketing agency, an autonomous marketing agency with a smart marketer brain, maybe better than ours, that is generating content, creating traffic, learning the business, converting people, any user, into leads and appointments, following up, creating viral traffic, and more social proof, all in one, all autonomous. Freaking awesome.
Guys, write in the chat box, OMG. And I want something else. I want everyone to give us a VSO, a virtual standing ovation for the dynamic duo, the father and son team, Yoni and Mike. They have created something absolutely mesmerizing. I want 999 VSOs, or we are going to stop this training here and now. Itamar, look at that chat box. This is going absolutely bonkers. Guys, we're going to be coming back to you just a little bit later on, but thank you so much for the time being.
And by the way, we're just getting started. This is just the very beginning, what you're experiencing now.
Oh, guys, have we got something for you? Oh, if we got some surprises for you guys. Let me just give you a little spoiler right now. Imagine if you had an on-page phone system. That's just a little spoiler. We're going to get back to that a little bit later on. All right, guys, let's continue. And we're circle back to Yoni and Michael in a few minutes. So, guys, give us a big BA if you are absolutely blown away. We've just revamped, and we can revamp any business that we like, in any language we like, anywhere in the world, with just one line of code, increasing conversions, engagement, traffic, and the follow-up with no effort from us and zero training. People going absolutely bonkers. And guys, this is huge. This is huge for all of us, because umbrella members are about to be alone in the marketplace with this. Nothing out there comes close. The potential here is staggering. It's an entire market. Any business that does any sales whatsoever is a prospect. Who does not need this? And we have, as a community, literally billions of dollars of business to generate with this mega technology, and we're about to do it together. So guys, if you already are salivating at the thought of this, give us a big S for salivation on the chat box. Wow, wow, wow. What an incredible response that we're getting here. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for this amazing feedback. So let's share with you what's actually happening. We've got beta testers that have actually been testing this the last couple of weeks, and we're already getting responses from businesses that are blown away by what Saachi is able to do for their businesses. Let's just see what some of them have to say about Saachi.
Hi, I'm Guy. I'm the owner of Creative Design and Build. We started using Saachi because we spent a lot of money on trying to find quality leads. And since we started working together, it's got improved so much. We're getting so much quality lead. We're getting more exposed online, more people contacting us. I know that they have a built-in SEO that we used, and it's doing tremendously great. Definitely recommend to use them, so give them a call.
Hi there, Ori, 360 Builders. We are a local contractor based in Los Angeles. We specialize in ADU. We basically build small houses in the property of our clients. Before we started to use Saachi, we didn't have a good online presence. Our only focus was on the field, and it was hard to jiggle between both of them. Saachi helped us a lot in creating that, and we can actually pop up in a lot of searches right now. Easier for clients to actually find us. Beyond that, it helped us with the creating SEO from the picture we take in on the field. Our workers know how to upload them straight to Saachi now. It creates a folder with the project, everything, all the timeline. It's a lot easier to actually keep track and see what happened. I highly recommend to use that.
Saachi has been a great game changer for us. The AI writer creates high quality content quickly and easily. And we can also post content directly to our WordPress site and social media channels with just a few clicks. We've seen an increase in web traffic, social media engagement, and leads. We've seen a boost in revenue and conversions. Plus, we're saving money on marketing costs. Saachi is an essential tool for any business that wants to create and distribute quality content easily and efficiently.
Pretty amazing stuff, guys, right? Really, really amazing. Guys, we're now going to go one step further because we're about to share with you the Saachi sales call. Guys, who here would like to see the most effective way to get businesses super excited about what it is that we have with Saachi and to be able to mass market this without you having to sell a thing? Write a big chatbot in the chat box, me, if you're interested, because this is what we're about to do, guys. Just imagine a situation where you could send every prospect a live link of Saachi on their website without having to add any code. So they can see Saachi with their own eyes. They can see how Saachi could transform their marketing, their sales, their conversions, and their traffic. But that's not just what we're about to show you, because then we're going to show you how those leads, those prospects, are going to be introduced to Saachi on your website, sending them on why they need Saachi so you can mass market this like crazy. Guys, take a look at this and the Saachi sales tool and the incredible Saachi funnel. Itamar, it's all yours.
Okay guys, I want to show you this nifty sales tool that is going to get us so many sales. Barry, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So first off, I want to test it on the Umbrella Local website. You guys know it's a front-facing, client-facing website. Let's just see what we're doing here. So we're going to give you this link. It's also going to be embedded on the website that we're going to give you. I'm going to show you that in a second. What you can do is you can take this link and you can add to this link any website that you want. So you add it here in equal. And then once you paste it in the browser, and of course you can set it as a link and also as a short link if you want to bitly it or anything, you can send it directly to a client. Then it auto creates this demo for the client, for the prospect, and takes you through Saachi directly on their website. So welcome Umbrella Local. It identified that the name on the website is Umbrella Local. It has also relevant text here. I'm not going to read you all the text. Your personal digital salesperson, understanding your customers, showcasing capabilities, sealing the deal. And now, are you ready for a sales revolution? It's asking us. Are you ready to multiply your sales, start a demo experience, to experience the future of sales with your AI salesperson? Start a demo. And then even though it's not sitting on this website, it's actually scraping the website. And as you can see, it's already created a chat here from Saachi. Shalom from Umbrella Local. Obviously, it's still talking to me because I'm from Tel Aviv. And it's giving that cool icebreaker that we love. Just like Tel Aviv never sleeps, our digital marketing services are always working to boost your business. And how awesome is that? Are you interested in a free consultation and marketing audit to see how we can help your business? I didn't write this. I just put the link that I showed you right now, right? So I'm gonna write yes because I want to have a quick conversation with it. That's fantastic. We're excited to help you grow your business. The better we understand your needs, the better we can help you. Okay, so which area of digital marketing you're interested in improving? AI chatbots, business voice and search, conversational texting, website accessibility, email, pay per result. This is freaking amazing. It's taking it from our services. It already learned the entire website in 30 seconds and it's starting to qualify me and asking me what services do I need. You know how long do I need to train an SDR to do this so fast? And it's costing a fraction of the price. Let's take another example. We're going to do the same thing. So just an example some of the members gave, and I took, because I asked for, I'm going to stick with kind of a home services niche, supplying and installing Chicago's finest stone countertops. So they're a supplier and an installer, and countertops are very, very customized, right? They're very specific to the kitchen and the exact apartment or house that you have. So we would take the same link, change it from Umbrella Local to Stone in Chicago, and just to show you, this website is like one page. It doesn't have customized, it doesn't have very personalized content. So adding Saachi to it would be a dramatic improvement. And then we're going to click here, add Saachi to the website, and immediately, boom, welcome Stone Edge Chicago. You remember how it said welcome Umbrella Local? Welcome Stone Edge Chicago. And it's going through the same thing. Your virtual salesperson on duty, right? I never take a coffee break. Understanding your customers, showcasing your expertise, sealing the deal. It's giving you a different text every time, as you can see, does some A/B testing. Ready to rock? It didn't say that last time, right? It's coming up with new content all the time, seeing what works. I just love it so much. And Shalom from Chicago, right? Still knows I'm from Tel Aviv. You know, here at Stone Edge, we believe that just like a good hummus, a perfect countertop is all about the right blend and smooth finish. How does it know that a good hummus is all about the right blend and a smooth finish? It's like a person. Unbelievable. Are you interested in upgrading your kitchen bathroom with a granite marble or quartz countertop? It already learned the website in like the 10 seconds that I showed you, that I put this link on here. It already knows what countertops this company does. It's already asking about those countertops, granite, marble, quartz, right? How would it know? And now it's asking, maybe, may I know if you're looking to upgrade your kitchen or bathroom, right? So what am I looking to do? I'm gonna do my kitchen, right? Because it kind of fits what we did before. Look how amazing is this. Fantastic. Upgrading your kitchen countertop can be a significant enhancement to the look and functionality of your space. Now it gives me more options, and this is amazing. Now obviously when you're sending this demo, it's not yet integrated into the reviews, it's not yet integrated into the case studies, so it doesn't include them, but it's still extremely impressive. You saw how fast it learns everything and start qualifying me for an appointment. Guys, how believable is that? Give me an OMG in the chat box if you feel this is off the charts.
Wow, wow, wow. What a reaction, Itamar.
Barry, I just can't believe it. So what I'm going to show you now, you're really going to fall off your seats, because now I'm going to take you into the website that we're going to provide you. On the website, people can actually put their own links and get this demo, but you're also getting your own Saachi to make sales for you of Saachi on your website. And exactly like we have the sales tool that you can use prospecting, we have the same sales tool on the website that we're providing you, right? So you have here an amazing website from Saachi. As you go into the website, above the fold in the hero section, we already tell you witness Saachi in action, selling your services with a human touch. And anybody can add here a domain and start a demo, and the demo would be on this domain super quickly. Now, of course, we're arming you with your own Saachi, which I'm going to show you in a second, but just a quick view at the website. We're covering all the different elements that Saachi is doing, and obviously as we have more elements, we'll add it to the website as well. Social proof from brands we already work with, information about how we boost traffic, transform traffic into leads and appointments, and convert leads into confirm appointments. We have here the exact journey of how Saachi works, information of the different features and what you need to do to be a successful marketer with this system. And of course, some testimonials from the testimonials we already saw from Saachi that you can use as well, FAQs, and a contact us. And of course, we're arming you with your own Saachi. You'll be able to use your own Saachi on your website. As you can see, Shalom from Saachi here in Tel Aviv. We're like the hummus to your pita, making everything better by boosting your sales and marketing efforts every time a new icebreaker. Are you interested in learning more about how our AI-driven services can help your business grow, right? It already learned the website we're providing you, and it's already starting to sell basically itself, right? We have a website with Saachi selling Saachi. So the amazing thing about this is we're giving you the perfect tool to prospect and show clients how they can start working immediately with Saachi on the website with the demo tool. At the same time, if we're bringing in traffic into the website, we're also converting them using the same tool, the amazing information, and Saachi basically making the sales for us. Back to you, Barry.
Pretty amazing stuff, Itamar, guys. Isn't that just absolutely insane? Look where we are. We've got the solution that every business is going to benefit from. They're going to benefit in every aspect of their business. You've got a way to turn their heads with lead generation on steroids. And we've even got Saachi in a funnel selling this for us, allowing us to mass market this opportunity. You are literally set with this, and we are alone in the marketplace, which leads us to the one question that I have left. Just one question. Is there anything that could hold you back? Well, I can think of one thing. I can see people say, no, give this to me now. There might only be one thing that could possibly hold you back. Maybe you're scared to sell this. Maybe you've not succeeded with sales in the past. Be honest, guys. Write in the chat box, if you might be scared about selling. Yeah, Saachi's going to do most of the selling for you. Prospects are going to reach out to you desperate for this. You're about to revolutionize their business. But maybe you don't want to have that final call. Maybe you don't know how to position this. Maybe you're scared. Write in the chat box, as well. If perhaps in the past you've let yourself down where you've been blown away by something, but you haven't followed through. I can see there's a few eyes in the chat box, but I want to tell you something, guys. If that's been your situation in the past, it ain't happening this time. Not this time, because we're going to help you to sell your initial clients with you. Who's going to help you? Not just anyone, but the actual founder of Saachi. Yoni himself will personally sell your prospects with you on a phone call, and he is a shark ready to sell on your behalf. So your only job is to be able to bring prospects into a meeting with Yoni, and you've got Saachi working 24/7 on your behalf, doing that for you. All you have to do is reach out and share live links of websites with your prospects. They reach back to your website, and it is game over. Guys, who is absolutely blown away by this? We've resolved absolutely everything. And beyond that, guys, people going absolutely berserk. We can't be more excited because we've seen this with USPO. With 95% conversions that Carl's been getting, our members only had to focus on prospecting, and they've absolutely blown it out of the water. And this is 100 times easier, because not only can we show live links of people's websites, we've even got Saachi selling on your behalf on your website. It is as easy as it gets. It could not be easier than this. And remember, Saachi's going to do this in every imaginable market, for every type of business, in any type of country, in any language, 24/7, and help you block marketing and sales for yourself and for any business that you share this with. But now let's get into the money. Just how much money could you expect from every single sale that Yoni generates for you? And you're going to be blown away by this. Itamar, why don't you just share the numbers?
Yeah, guys. So we are at the beginning of pricing these things because autonomous marketing solutions that take over the entire business like an agency don't really exist. As you saw, there are many tools that kind of take a point on some of the needs in the market, but don't really provide what we provide. And we're trying to be competitive with each one of these tools, even though we provide all of them together. And if you remember some of those pricings, a business was reaching $13,000 just on SaaS without the actual brain. And the brain is Saachi, meaning the brain you can replace with a person that is costing $4,000, $5,000 a month, bringing all these solutions together as a marketer. And we're still super competitive. The way we're pricing it right now is because we want to go after businesses. We'll get to that in the training, exactly which businesses we're going after, according to what Yoni and Mike already learned about the market. we want to price it per worker. Why per worker? Because we're going to give them the app to create content. So if it's, for example, 4 workers or 4 technicians or 4 contractors or 4 painters or 4 sales reps in the dealership or 4 whatever, then it's going to be 150 wholesale and 300 suggested retail. Now, you can retail for as much as you want, as usual with Umbrella. We provide you with the wholesale price, and you can retail as much as you want. We suggest you're using our recommended retail price because we kind of test it on the market. Obviously, you can go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I wouldn't like 10x it and buy it for wholesale for $150 and sell for $3,000, even though you can. As you can see, these tiers kind of translate into the very low end of making $1,800 profit, pure profit. This is not revenues, and $8,500 pure profit if you go to the high end. Now, obviously, you can go after businesses, and one of the businesses Yoni and Mike showed actually has 100 workers, so you can go higher and easily do the $3,000, $4,000 a month per business, which would bring you up to $20,000 plus in pure profit, and that's before upsells. Let's talk about upsells for a second, Barry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so as you saw, Saachi is doing a ton of things, right? You can look on the right. We saw that slide before. It's creating a ton of content, creating SEO, case studies, blogs, review generation. Its AI rep is making lead gen and sales for you. It has some follow-up systems. It's the brain behind everything. But SEO takes a little bit of time to rank, right? So it takes a little bit of time for the content and traffic to get in. So what we want to do is we want to bundle in traffic solutions. So when you do the first discovery conversation with a client or after the sale of Saachi, you can say, hey, I can see you're not actually getting a lot of traffic to the website. How do I know that? Because Saachi is on your website. Why don't we boost your traffic and you'll be able to get many more leads? Let's invest $500, $1,000, $1,500 in your Google ads or Facebook ads, depending what kind of business you are. That will enable you to, provide much more value to the client because you'll be able to actually generate clients on demand with the combination of Saachi and traffic. And in addition to that, obviously make more money. So this all translates, Barry, into the following projections. If you're going after very small businesses, we're talking about 10 to 20 workers. And of course, we can go after larger businesses. And we know many of you members have them. We're going to talk about them. But even if we're going after 10 to 20 workers, companies, to be very conservative, just on SaaS revenue from Saachi, we're going to create about $12,000 a year on the low end, which about translates to $6,000 in profit if you're going with our recommended prices. $6,000 pure profit, that's in your pocket. That's before anything else. In addition, we want to add Google advertising potentially. That's about $24,000 a year and $6,000 in profits a year. Or Facebook advertising traffic with the same budget will reach almost $10,000 a year in profit. If we add them all together, we're talking about $13,000 profit per year from a very, very small client. Once we go into clients that are 40, 50, 60 workers, and we're taking a SaaS fee on Saachi of $3,000, $4,000 a month, just on Saachi, we're going to make $20,000 plus in profits. Add to that the advertising budget. We're already crossing the $25,000, $30,000 profit, pure profit per client. Only need 3-4 clients of those to make a very nice income for yourself. So those are projections based on what's happening today in the market and today with Saachi.
And guys, just a reminder, this is global. Any language, anywhere. And you look at all the businesses around the world in the US, UK, and Germany, Australia, France, Italy, etc. We're talking about millions and millions, tens and tens of millions of businesses. Every single person here, whether you're in the US or anywhere else in the world, this is for you. You have the opportunity to conquer this market. In short, we as a community, Umbrella RS, is about to take over the marketing, sales, and traffic of every type of business in any language, anywhere in the world. We've got the most insane tech that's going to get the results. We've got an insane client getting system that's going to get us traffic and businesses interested. We've got a funnel to mass market this. We've got it done with you, for you sales, by the creator of Saachi himself. We've got the greatest community to conquer the space together so that no one will be left behind under any circumstances. And now, if you are fast, and you will need to be fast, you can get a wild beginner's advantage. So right in the chat box, are you ready to do a Saachi and do the impossible? Right in the chat box, SAS, if you are ready to do a Saachi and want to take over the business world with the most insane set of tools you have ever seen in your entire life. There is a lot of Saachis in the room. So guys, welcome. Umbrella and RS presents UDTI. Guys, you're about to get everything you need to be able to crush this. Access to resale Saachi at the very best wholesale prices, guaranteed for mass profits. You're going to be able to mark up as much as you want. You're getting your very own website and funnel system with Saachi autonomous sales built in to allow you to mass market this. You're getting sales done for you with the founder of Saachi himself. You're getting the sales tool to get businesses excited about Saachi and be able to showcase it on the website without any code. You're going to get sales and prospecting training from me tomorrow, out of the box social proof using the Saachi testimonials as you see fit. Billing if you would like done for you. All your clients managed inside the Umbrella dashboard. And you got the best support team in the world. But we got a massive surprise for you guys because we were about to differentiate between gold and platinum. At gold, it is just $495 times 3, but that's limited to 20 businesses. And you can use the sell tool on 100 websites per month. But if you are fast, you're about to get platinum. Forget the $695 times 3. You're about to get platinum for the price of gold, just $495 times 3. Unlimited businesses, clients, unlimited websites you can place the sales tool on without any code. If you're fast, it is yours, but you're going to have to take action fast. And here goes the link. I'm about to drop it, guys, but I'm telling you right now, there will be a mad crush, and there's a good chance you won't make it in if you don't act fast. Here it is, guys. The link is now on the screen. We're putting it into the chat box as well. Head over there right away. Join as soon as you humanly can because this will go bonkers. I can tell you during the course of the training, we have members join who ask for the link, and I can already see that my CRM is literally firing up right now. We have people already joining from about 6 minutes ago. I guess they asked the link from Sam. Guys, the link is on the screen. Join right away. If you can't see it, guys, look in the chat box. You can click on that link as well. This is going absolutely bonkers. I can tell you that sales are flying in. We got a lot more coming your way. We got bonuses galore that we're going to share with you that we haven't even mentioned. Link, guys, it's on the screen for doing the impossible. You are the new Saachi and Saachi doing the impossible things. It is yours if you are fast. Head over there right away. We've got some insane additional elements to share with you. We've got additional bonuses that's going to blow you away within the system, within Saachi that you probably never thought was possible. We're going to bring back in a couple of minutes Yoni. I might answer your every question. But Itamar, I can tell you right now, this webinar is not going on for long because this is going absolutely ballistic.
All right, Barry, I just wanted to take the screen just real quick. Sorry for the interruption. But I wanted to let people know that, first of all, I absolutely love this. So we are testing this out right now on a client site, okay, and going through the process, going through the setup. So I hope to be able to share this with you in a couple of days, of like what this all looks like. But, you know, as soon as I saw this, like, right, we want this for our clients, let's test this out, okay? And so I picked this client right here where I know it'll be really beneficial for them to show kind of like more case studies, more results, this sort of thing, and to have that in the chat just to increase the conversions, right? And so I'm here using this, testing it out, because this is a really awesome process, really awesome tool. Okay, the fact that it uses AI or not is irrelevant to me. It's the end result of what it gets. It's just absolutely amazing. And so essentially the reason why I'm endorsing this, okay, is just because it works, because it's so powerful, and it's something that you can easily implement in any business. So it's not going to be some big complicated process. It's just something that you can add in, which overall enhances your sales process. And it's a way to get your foot in the door because you can set up like these little demos for sites. So it's a way to get the attention and to get the conversation started. And because it's new and different, right, you're going to generate a lot more conversations with businesses. You drop them emails, right? You send them a link showing them this demo, right? And, you know, then you're away. You've got the conversation started, and then you could be upselling apps. You could be offering this, right, a low cost introductory just to open the door, build that trust, and then you can build on that. Okay, and so this just solves a really big problem for just most people who are trying to get clients. And of course, you can be using this on your own website as well as clients and all of that. So this is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to just hand the screen back over to Barry so he can just give you all of the information on just everything that's included here. But yeah, this totally has our backing, totally has our endorsement.
Wow, that is quite an endorsement. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. All right, let's get back into this. Before I fall out of my own seat, you better take over and answer and perhaps share your first initial thoughts.
Yeah, so obviously I see what you're saying. Members are going ballistic about it, and rightfully so. Guys, like I said it so many times in this webinar, we're talking about the first autonomous marketing agency to an extent that is really autonomous. And this thing is going to expand. You've just seen the tip of the iceberg, and it's already pretty impressive. Think about every business that needs the full cycle and all the tools of traffic, content generation, quality that also ranks, but also converts. Then it needs a sales rep on the website, and it needs to train that person, and then do the follow-up, and then do the booking, and then do the reviews, and then do the testimonials, and then do the referrals. And that's just the beginning. So now everything is coming out of the box. You paste a code on the website of the business, it learns the entire thing, then start generating content, learns even more, then start having conversations with leads and clients, learns even more, becomes a better marketer, and you're twiddling your thumbs, bringing in a nice paycheck every month from SaaS, not alone the upsells that you're making. And it's insane. And like I told you just a second ago, this is the tip of the iceberg. You're going to hear from Mike and Yoni a little bit about what's coming up. You'll be even more obsessed with this new technology.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. What would you imagine, guys, and this is coming up in just a couple of minutes, imagine if you had Saachi phone up, if the business had Saachi phone up their prospects and talk to them like a human being. Guys, would that be something that would be mesmerizing? Well, that is coming up, guys, but you need to join right now because tomorrow you said we shouldn't be doing this, and we certainly can't do this with the investment that we're making on this and provide platinum for the price of gold, but we're doing it for the first small group of members, so you need to join right away. Yoni and Mike are going to get your questions answered from them in just a couple of minutes. But meanwhile, let me just ask you some very brief questions. How on earth this works? Any language, anywhere in the world? Are you including people asking? There's someone from India, someone's asking from Singapore, even though I think the first language there would be English, but I guess some other languages or dialects. People asking from the Middle East, Far East. We've got someone from Israel here. We've got someone here from Iran that's here. And we got people here from Africa that are here. Does this work in absolutely every imaginable language?
Yeah, it works in all languages. Now, we've tested it in Hebrew, in English, in Spanish. We even tested it in, I forget which country in Eastern Europe. And it works perfectly to the best of our understanding. At least we understand Hebrew and Spanish and English very well, and whatever we could understand from the acrylic language, and it works amazingly well. And I think this is insane for all our members that are in Australia, all our members that are in New Zealand, UK, Germany, Eastern Europe. We have some members. South Africa is actually English,
Canada,
and I also know that we have several US members that are niche based into the Latino market, which this is extremely useful for. So you can actually expand globally with Saachi anywhere you want, locally or internationally.
Now, here's the thing I'm really most excited about this, guys. And I'm just going to share with you. I saw what happened with SBO when we added the additional sales element, that our members didn't even have to take care of their own sales for their initial sales. And what I saw is, and we had a live event with just, about 50, 60 people show up. The vast majority of people, we had, I think 60 or 70 sales generated that event. We had people make multiple sales and people that had never made sales before. And the reason is they had something exciting and they had someone to be able to share those leads with that was converting at 95%. Well, I believe the conversions are going to be very similar with this. Because think about it, every single prospect is going to see Saachi. You're going to be able to, with the sales tool, you're going to be able to land it on their website, show them and give them a live link so they can experience Saachi on their website. This is extraordinary. And when you do that, they are pre-sold. And then you bring them onto a call, of course, in your funnel. You've got Saachi booking appointments for you. So you don't even need to sit there and waste time, Itamar, booking these appointments. Saachi will book the appointments for you with your own prospects. You've got Saachi on your website booking those appointments for you you're going to then bring Yoni on to close the deals. So guys, we've got everything built in. The system that you're going to be selling is a system that's going to be selling for you, providing and booking appointments for Yoni and yourself to go in and close the deals. And when we say close the deals, there's a massive amount of money to be made with the front end, just with the SaaS, with the Saachi SaaS. But then you've got the back end traffic elements as well. Each client could be worth tens of thousands of dollars to you. 5 of those, you've got an extraordinary business. But guys, we're not thinking small here. We've got an entire world to go after. Itamar, perhaps you can just share with everyone. When we talk about the market, how big is this market that we're trying to go after?
It's huge. It's huge. We're going to start with, I'm answering questions in the chat box. We're actually going to start with the home service market, construction, car dealerships, and a few other markets. We're talking about just the niches we're going to get started with, include a few million businesses in the United States alone. Massive markets. Now, I want you to think of this as the ultimate solution for services businesses. So any business that is in services doesn't have to be in construction. It's just an easy way to get started for you guys because we already see a lot of wins there. But any business in the service industry, which is responsible for at least a third of the revenues today in the market from workforce, GPD, people who are working in the service industry, that's the biggest, almost the biggest, I think, single industry above all the rest, higher than industrial services, bigger than high tech. That's the people and the businesses we're going after. It's a huge market, and it's a huge market anywhere in the world, not just in the US. Okay, good question coming from Paul. We're going to get Mike and Yoni in just a second. We're going to answer this right away, guys, because if you're fast, you are about to save a few $100s on top of the fact that you're getting platinum for the price of gold. And you've got another bonus that is going to absolutely blow you away senseless. Guys, there is another element to Saachi we have not even touched upon. It's called the Saachi conversation converter. Now, what you saw early in the walkthrough with Yoni is how you can create conversations through type. But what if you could have a on-website conversation, actual audio conversation, and have the same conversation but in audio? This is an insane additional interaction built with the AI, built in to generate leads and appointments. That is an additional element that you're going to get completely for free. If you're fast and you sign up right now and you want to save hundreds of dollars as well on the thank you page, you'll get the Saachi conversation converter. SCC, you're going to be getting that for free. So guys, and this really is disruptive because there's some people that, they're typing away. Some people are not comfortable typing away. Some people are not, prefer to have a conversation. Imagine, instead of talking to someone on the phone, you're getting a conversation on the website, which means you don't lose the 80-90% of traffic that once they even give their lead, their information, and they don't actually speak to anyone. What happens if they can speak to someone on the spot? Someone knows everything about the business, someone who can provide the best testimonials and case studies, someone that can understand how to sell the prospect into becoming a lead and then into an appointment, and being able then to direct them into what the business does best. Remember, self-taught. You don't need to share anything with it. You don't need to teach it anything. You don't need to create questions for it. You don't need to create the answers for it. All self-taught. You're getting this for nothing. And you'll be saving hundreds of dollars on the thank you page. And I can see, Itamar, the vast majority of people that are joining are getting the Saachi conversation converter as well. And they're taking us up on the offer to save hundreds of dollars. If you missed it, let Itamar know in the chat box. He can give you the link if you've already joined. You do not want to miss out on getting a Saachi conversation converter system built in as well. That is yours.
as well as, of course, a saving of hundreds of dollars. Itamar, we haven't even got the biggest surprise yet. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes when Mike and Yoni, we bring them on again. But Itamar, your thoughts and the reaction that you can see in front of your eyes.
Yeah, members are going ballistic. We're answering nonstop questions in the chat box regarding members want to verify if it's doing this, if it's doing that. It's doing so many things, so many answers and questions. I think that adding the Saachi converter is a must. Think about it. There are two types of people. You probably, SMS'd and chatted with a ton of people, and you're doing it now even in WhatsApp. And some people just like recording, right? They click the microphone and they like to record a message for you because whatever, they don't type fast. They're always on the go. They're driving, whatever it is. Now imagine doing the same when you're looking for somebody, right? So let's say you're looking for a kitchen remodeler, like in the example that we saw. And instead of typing up, right, we're interested in remodeling our kitchen in a modern way. Just this is our budget. Instead of that, you can now click a button and just record what I just said. And with their top-notch speech to text, and then having the Saachi immediately understanding it, compiling it, getting back with a relevant answer, maybe breaking it down for a few ways they can respond, and continuing that conversation over audio and text. Super smart and super helpful for a ton of people that prefer voice recording than actual typing.
Yeah, it's like, especially someone is like, may not be fluent in English, wants to come, because doesn't realize you can actually communicate in any language. Maybe it's easy for them to talk. Just absolutely unbelievable. Guys, just one more piece of information though, before we do bring Yoni and Mike back on again. I know there's a lot of questions, and that is if you're having any problems joining. In fact, I can tell you that if you don't and have not yet joined, the only way that you're going to be able to get platinum for the price of gold, just go to the second link at the bottom. If you have any problems joining, you need to speak to your spouse. You can't join for 24 hours. Fill out the form. It'll take you 25 seconds to do so. And this is the only way that we can potentially protect your spot. However, under the circumstances, if you do not want to take any chances, you want to join right away and take action because this is going super, super fast. All right, I think the time has come. Let's bring, guys, if you've got any questions for Yoni or for Mike, ask away, fire away in the chat box. If you can start compiling them so we can make sure we got them all organized. I know you have probably been doing so already. But let's start with this, guys. And I want to play a 60-second clip because I want to share with you the future of what is coming down the road. The world's first phone follow-up system powered by Saachi. You're about to hear it right now. In fact, let's play it. This is just a 60-second preview of what a conversation is going to sound like, and then we can bring Mike on and Yoni on to explain how on earth they are pulling this off.
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, Richard. It's Danny from Solar Pros. How's your day going so far?
It's going all right, Danny. Solar Pros, you said?
Yes, that's correct. We're a solar panel installation company based here in Los Angeles. You filled out a lead form on our website a few weeks ago. Do you recall?
Oh, yes, I remember now. I was just exploring options, not really planning to buy anything yet.
I totally get it, Richard. We all like doing our homework before making a decision. Can I ask why you were looking into solar energy in the first place?
Well, my electricity bills have been going up, and a friend of mine mentioned that solar energy could help reduce it.
That's absolutely true. In fact, with our new solar energy program, you could see immediate savings of 30 to 50% off your monthly electric bill right away. And the best part is there is zero down payment for the installation if you qualify.
Zero down payment if I qualify?
Yes, Richard. Not everyone qualifies for our zero out-of-pocket program, but it seems like you do. And once installed, you can lock in this rate so that you don't have to worry about rate increases again.
Interesting. But I'm pretty busy these days.
I completely understand that, Richard. We all have busy schedules. How about this? Let me arrange an in-home estimate at a time that works best for you. Our sales rep will provide a price estimate and answer any questions you may have. Do you have time next Wednesday afternoon?
Not Wednesday, but I should be free Thursday.
Excellent. When would be the best time for us to stop by?
I have to check. say around 5 p.m.?
Perfect. We'll see you next Thursday at 5 p.m. at your address on 11 Hamilton Street, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. We look forward to meeting with you then, Richard. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns before our meeting.
All right, Danny, I appreciate your call.
It was my pleasure speaking with you, Richard. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh my goodness. That is just freaky. Guys, right in the chat box, freaky. We just saw an AI system generate a phone call and create an appointment out of nothing. The first thing, we'll get to your reaction, Itam. I know you're falling off your chair. Mike, how on earth is this possible? This thing was responding instantly to the cues of the prospect.
Well, yeah, it's possible because we put a lot of technology into this that is able to respond in close to real time. It's analyzing the conversation, it's going out and it's fetching information in real time from its knowledge graph, and then it's putting it all together in a way that sounds seamless to the listener. It almost seems like you're speaking to a human. That's how good it is right now, and it's only getting better.
And guys, this is coming up soon. Now, the thing is, like every other part of Saachi, is that that's going to be optimizing self, teaching itself, analyzing what's working, increasing its conversions as time continues. Guys, this is absolutely freaky. Itamar, what are your observations, what you just heard?
I'm falling off my chair with every new feature we're highlighting here, even though I saw it already. I'm just blown away. Beyond the fact that this is freaky and amazing, obviously you guys, you all know that one of the major issues that small business have is the follow-up and the immediate follow-up after a lead. And we already know that 90% of the sales come from the fact that you follow up fast because the client is going to close with whoever is going to talk to him first more than 60% of the time. So the fact that now you can be on the field as an HVAC technician, as an IT technician, as a cleaner, as a contractor, as a lawyer, doesn't really matter. And there is a person 24/7 that follows up immediately to make sure you book an appointment or show up to an appointment is a revolution